Here's some more interesting facts from the past there, Jeff. You never met my father. Now, one would assume that if there was some legal standing on some marriage, at some point in time, the groom, the husband, the spouse, would want to meet the father of the bride, the wife, the spouse. That never happened, ever. And the reason why that never happened is because the whole thing was orchestrated under some forms of madness by you and your friends in the military. Okay? So, that's neither here nor there at this point. But we're going to keep that on the sidelines of knowledge just to show how easy it is in the United States branches of the military to fuck an active duty military member over using another active duty member. And if the only person out of all those fucking people in the military that could not stand you, hated you, was Gary Ely. He fucking hated you. For all your fucking manipulating there, getting away with assaulting your roommate Mike, getting away with causing physical property damage at a hail and farewell. That's you, Jeff. You have never, ever, ever in your entire life, I would suspect, going back to when you were raised by your mother, never been disciplined, ever. And because of that, you continue to follow the same pattern and frequencies of what you have been allowed to get away with. Now, let's talk commonalities for a moment. So, what put you and Patty together, like, I could care less that she took you, but she had no right to me and my kids, okay? Or my personal belongings, my dogs, or any say-so over our lives. But she waltzed right in, and I never once interfered with any aspect of her life with her kids or her ex-husband. Never once did it. So the commonality, as she put it, the little peas in a pod that made you guys perfectly the same, is that she had 2 girls and a boy, and you had 2 girls and a boy. The only differing factor is that her husband wanted her son, and you never wanted your son. So you two set out together to destroy my son's life. And I got a problem with that. As would any loving and caring mother. Now, your commonality factor on my family side of the fence mimics perfectly to a person that I've had a problem with since the day I was born. Her name is Kimmay. And by her choices, out of all the children in the world, she selected Indian-type children. Okay? So that selection, where she has now 2 girls and a boy, puts her in the same frequency, pattern, and behavior as you and Patty, and that's why you guys are such good friends. Now here's the interesting part of all these things. I never once went up to the state of Maine, made any phone calls, wrote any letters, or intervened in any way in Kimmy's life. I've never spoken to her husband, Rick's mother. Never. I don't even know her fucking first name. I've never interfered in my sister Tony's life. I never went and had secret conversations, secret dinner parties, secret anything with Helen Federico. She's probably dead by now, I don't know. Which was Tony's first marriage. mother-in-law. I never had any, I think I was introduced to Bob Martin's mother. I can't remember her name, okay? But other than an introduction, never held a conversation with her. I never met Wes Perry's mother. She's got kids with multiple people. And who are you with now? Keith? I've never, other than a brief conversation at my mother's funeral with him smoking a cigarette, I've never held a conversation with this guy. I don't know who his fucking mother is. I don't know anything about him. I never crossed boundaries to get so depth into other people's lives like that, like my sisters do to me. So, you know, in all the years you were sucking up to Livingston County, and me and my kids were fighting for our lives there, I hope this shit comes back and bites you all hardcore. Because I never caused friction, I never caused issues, I never intentionally harmed anybody throughout all those years. We, me and my kids, and now my grandkids, and my dogs, and my cats, were the ones always harmed. Jeff likes to kill animals. He killed Poncho, all her baby dogs. He poisoned our cats, claims that him in the Brickwoods, you know, saw some hawk kill my cat Tigger. Yeah, right. Okay.